Hi guys, Ken Chigva, aka Ken FX Freak, back with another week roundup and look ahead to the key events. Now, starting off with the dollar, as I always do, you can see really the last couple of weeks, obviously we've been edging to the downside. Remember, as a reminder, it's just dovish FOMC, but the dollar's given a bit of respite last week. It's particularly Wednesday. You can see the last few sessions, we've been more or less consolidating. Look, we haven't really done too much, just narrowing in terms of price action. It's given some respite because the FOMC minutes were not as dovish as they could have been. Some members were talking about tapering. The fact that the market's ears prop up and it's like, okay, the fact that you're mentioning tapering in the minutes of pulling back some of the stimulus, that's enough for us. Even though you didn't really specify on timing, even though we're still a long way from it, it doesn't matter. It's been mentioned by some members. So that's enough to stop the dollar downside. You can see if we go on the 4 hour, we've got potential for a bit of a reversal, bit of a correction. Not necessarily fundamentals are there as such, but more so just a bit of a needed correction. This is the excuse for that. You can see a bit of a double bottom 1, 2. On the 4 hours, so keep an eye on this neckline, how we respond to that 90-20 sort of 22 area. If we end up breaking, retesting that, then we know we've got room for a deeper correction for all dollar related. You can see anyway with euro, similar sort of price action, but on the reverse there to the dollar index, you can see we're getting a bit toppy, bit of a potential M structure, 1-2 neckline down here at 21.70. Fundamentals have been strong for the eurozone. Rapid vaccinations, data's been improving, but we had very dovish actually commentary from Christine Lagarde, who's basically saying, look, calm down. We're nowhere near economic recovery, still fragile, and we're going to still do all this stimulus. So that could be enough as well for a bit of a correction back down to this 2070 area. Keep an eye. In terms of specifics, by the way, guys, fundamental and technical analysis, do not hesitate to check out freakfxtrading.com because we give specifics in terms of our trade ideas to our community, exact trades that we're looking at and taking. Also, you can see GU getting a bit toppy there. Pound's been on an amazing run. Fundamentals are strong, but again, technically overbought. Could be due a bit of a correction. Top 1, 2, neckline again at 41. Keep an eye on that big 41 area, some 40 pips away there. All yen related look subject to a bit of a pullback as well. Rising wedge structures. For GJ, rising sort of wedge structure there for euro yen, which we could possibly sort of play out to. Obviously, I've got arrows marked up there. Next sort of big major area of support at sort of 3200. Keep an eye on how we respond to that. So just use some corrections I'm seeing. AED and NZD, keep an eye as well. I think these are subject to sort of potential deeper pullbacks. Obviously been consolidating a little bit there, and NZD. I think we're subject to some pullbacks. The reason I say that is commodity prices have been cooling. There are some comments out of Chinese authorities, Chinese commerce or some sort. They were just saying how they want tougher oversight and of the commodity market and the exuberant prices. So that's been forcing some pressure in the commodity space. And obviously these are commodity linked currencies. Iron ore, for example, very much closely tied with AED, or the other way around, AED closely tied to iron ore prices. So it could be subject to a bit of a correction there, needed one as well, with that in fitting with the dollar move as sort of shown earlier on there. But in terms of specific, guys, do not hesitate to check out freakfxtrading.com. BluFX, amazing solution. I wouldn't think twice about it if you want to become an all-rounded trader and help mold you, and obviously discipline's key and the risk management is there and the oversight from the team at BluFX. Do not hesitate to check that out. Other than that, have an amazing one. Let's get it.